amplification of gene of interest using PCR technique. Last class we discussed process of recombinant DNA technology. The process of recombinant DNA technology having 6 steps are there. First one is isolation of genetic material, DNA. Fragmentation, second step of fragmentation of DNA by restriction endonuclease enzyme. Third step, amplification of gene of interest using PCR technique. Fourth one, introduction of recombinant DNA into the host organism. Fifth one, obtaining the foreign gene product. Sixth one, downstream processing according to textbook. First step, identification of DNA, isolation of genetic material, we discussed in last class. Then second step, fragmentation of DNA by restriction endonuclease enzyme, also discussed in last class. Now we are going to discuss about amplification of gene of interest using PCR technique. Amplification means what, sir? Amplification means multiplication. Multiplication of desirable gene. Multiplication of desirable gene by using primers. And Taq DNA polymerase enzyme. Taq polymerase enzyme in vitro. In vitro means inside the lab. Multiplication of desirable genes. In vitro culture. In vitro means inside the lab. By using primers and Taq polymerase enzyme is called amplification. This is nothing but a amplification of this thing done by the PCR technique. PCR means a polymerase chain reaction. Polymerase, full form, polymerase chain reaction. PCR means polymerase chain reaction. PCR, polymerase chain reaction. So first day PCR technique given by Kary Mullis in 1985. But he got the Nobel Prize. In 1993 for chemistry he got. The Nobel Prize. PCR technique given by Kary Mullis in 1985. So he got the Nobel Prize in 1993 for chemistry. So then PCR technique, polymerization chain reaction, how it is going to works, what process it is, what procedure it is, what requirement it is, that we will see. Requirements for PCR technique. Requirements for PCR. First one, desired gene, desired DNA fragment. Matlab single. One desired DNA fragment. Second one, two primers. Primers means chemically synthesized oligonucleotides. Chemically synthesized oligonucleotides. LT means nucleotides. Two primers are required. I'll give the in detail why primers required all things. Primers are helpful to initiate the replication. Third one, Taq DNA polymerase enzyme. So this Taq DNA polymerase enzyme, it is a thermostable enzyme. Means when generally enzymes are in low temperature, they are not works. In high temperature, they are going to inactive. But Taq DNA polymerase enzyme, thermostable. Even high temperature also, it can be works. It is not going to inactive. High temperature. That's why that is thermostable Taq DNA polymerase enzyme. So it is obtained from thermostable bacteria. That is nothing but Thermus aquaticus. So Taq DNA polymerase isolated from Thermus aquaticus. Then fourth one, deoxyribonucleotides. 4 deoxyribonucleotides. ribonucleotides. Next, magnesium ion also required here. Magnesium generally. These are the requirements of the PCR technique. Sometime 2 mark question. Can you write the requirements for PCR technique? Desired DNA, one desired DNA fragment, 2 primers, TWO, chemically synthesized oligonucleotides. Primers are helpful for the initiation of replication. Then Taq DNA polymerase enzyme, it's helpful for the polymerization of the DNA strand. Taq DNA polymerase means it can active in high temperature. So when reaction mixture or when the process is heat up to high temperature, mean exposed to 90-94 degrees centigrade, that time also a Taq DNA polymerase is activate. If normal DNA polymerase when exposed to high temperature, that is going to be inactive. But Taq DNA polymerase is isolated from Thermus aquaticus, which is a thermostable bacterium. So that's why this DNA polymerase, Taq DNA polymerase can be active, remains it active in high temperature also. That's why this enzyme taken. And 4-deoxy ribonucleotides required. Then magnesium, name the element which is required for the PCR technique. Magnesium only. This is nothing but PCR technique. So in PCR technique, what is the procedure? Procedure for PCR technique. See here. Procedure. So in procedure for PCR technique. Procedure for PCR technique. There are mainly three steps are there in PCR. One is denaturation. Second one is annealing. Third one is extension. First main words I will give that. I have given here. I will give now main words. Denaturation. This is nothing but heat up to 92 to or 94 degrees centigrade for 2 minutes. Then annealing 40 to 60 degrees centigrade. Here it takes 1 minute the reaction mixture. 1 minute. Then extension means it is 72 degrees centigrade. It takes 2 minutes. It's a correct matching, incorrect matching, some type of questions. So 3 steps denaturation, annealing, extension. So denaturation, how much time it take? 2 minutes. Annealing, how much time take? 1 minute. Extension, how much time? 2 minutes. What temperature used in extension? 72 degrees centigrade. What temperature in annealing? 40 to 60. What temperature in denaturation? 90 to 94 degrees centigrade. These 3 steps in procedure, I am going to explain through the diagram. Let's write diagram. Now this is a polymerase chain reaction. So just now I said polymerase chain reaction mainly involved 3 steps: denaturation, annealing and extension. So when reaction mixture, what reaction mixture? 1 desired DNA fragment, 2 primers and 1 Taq DNA polymerase enzyme and 4 deoxyribonucleotides. These 4 main important reaction mixtures. Then reaction mixture is nothing but exposure to PCR technique. So when reaction mixture is mixed in a PCR, this is automated machine, means continuous that. So in the first step what happened? In first step, the reaction mixture heat up to 94 degrees centigrade or 92 degrees centigrade. Reaction mixture is heat up to 94 or 90 degrees centigrade. Then what happened? Then DNA strand, 1 desired DNA fragment I said the 2 desired DNA fragments or 2 strands of desired DNA fragments are separated by splitting of hydrogen bonds. These are hydrogen bonds. These hydrogen bonds are splitting, then 2 DNA strands are separated. That process is called denaturation. Denaturation means when reaction mixture in PCR technique heat up to 94 degrees centigrade, the DNA strand is 2 DNA strands are separated. then by splitting of hydrogen bonds, then these two DNA strand, I mean 5 prime to 3 prime, 3 prime to 5 prime, both DNA strands are act as a templates. This is nothing but denaturation first step. So in denaturation, the reaction mixture heat up to how much degree centigrade? 92 or 94 degrees centigrade. How much time it take? In this step, the time duration is 2 minutes. Then second step, what happened? Two DNA strands are separated, I said, na? So two primers are there in mixture. The primers are joined at the third prime end. Two primers are joined at the third prime end. Here third prime end, here also third prime end. Two primers are joined at the third prime end. Here the temperature somewhat reduced, 40 to 60 degrees centigrade. Sometimes it is a 52 also some books, but we need to consider. So why is the temperature here reduced? If we maintain the 94 degrees centigrade, then primers also they can separate by splitting of hydrogen bonds. No chance of joining. So that's why the primers are joined, two primers are joined at the third prime end. That process is called annealing. Here temperature is 40 to 60 degrees centigrade. The duration of this step is only 1 minute. Denaturation is 2 minutes. Then annealing is only 1 minute only taken. This is nothing but these two primers are added at the third prime end. That is called annealing. Next step means automated. Then reaction mixture heat up to 72 degrees centigrade. In this step, what happened? Taq DNA polymerase enzyme. In presence of Taq DNA polymerase enzyme, deoxyribonucleotides are added. So to third prime end primer. This is the third prime end. Third prime end having a hydroxyl group. Here also third prime end having a hydroxyl group. So number of deoxyribonucleotides are added. Polymerization and extend the strand in presence of Taq DNA polymerase enzyme. So that extend the DNA strand from here to there. Here to here. From here to there. Extend the DNA strand by addition of deoxyribonucleotides in presence of Taq DNA polymerase enzyme. This process is nothing but extension. Sir, why sir here in this step the temperature is increased up to 72 degrees centigrade? I told Taq DNA polymerase enzyme is thermostable. That's why temperature it is increased for active condition. This is nothing but extension. This step take duration of this step is 2 minutes only. 2 minutes. Then why is Taq DNA polymerase taken? Because when reaction mixture heat up to reaction mixture means DNA polymerase there, deoxyribonucleotides are there, then these are DNA, everything is there. When reaction mixture heat up to 94 degrees centigrade, if normal DNA polymerase enzyme if it is, then it is going to inactive. That's why here taken Taq DNA polymerase enzyme, which is a thermostable. Then result of two DNA strands are formed. These total 3 steps are 30 cycles had been done. Then results amplified 1 billion times amplified. Then large number of DNA fragments are formed. So large number of DNA fragments are formed by this PCR technique. So PCR technique, reaction mixture and mixed in the PCR. Then 3 steps are there. Then 2 DNA strands are separated. Heat up to 94 degrees centigrade. That process is denaturation. It takes 2 minutes. Second step, 2 primers are joined at the third prime end. That is nothing but annealing. Reaction mixture here, the temperature is 40 to 60. That time is 1 minute. Then last one, extend the DNA strands. Polymerization of the strand. Then in presence of Taq DNA polymerase enzyme, deoxyribonucleotides are added. That is nothing but polymerization to extend the strand. This step is extension. Here temperature used 72 degrees centigrade. Time is 2 minutes. By doing these 30 cycles, then amplified 1 billion times, then large number of DNA fragments are formed. These desired DNA fragments are helpful to join the vector DNA to form the rDNA, recombinant DNA. That is very, very important. Now, what is the use of PCR techniques? What is the use of PCR? Applications of PCR techniques are. Application of PCR. PCR polymerase chain reaction is helpful to multiply the DNA and RNA segments. Amplify the DNA and RNA segments. One important feature. Second one, PCR technique is helpful to diagnose the disease, identify the disease. Second important feature. And PCR technique used to detect the mutations also, PCR. When microorganism present in low level, matlab a virus, bacteria when present in low level in the body, that is also detected by PCR technique. Nowadays, the disease corona also detected by PCR reverse transcription process. Sometimes COVID-19 test done by COVID-19 testing is done by which of the following technique means PCR reverse transcription. This is nothing but PCR technique. Next, fourth step, introduction of rDNA into host organism. Fourth step, introduction of rDNA into host organism. Introduction of rDNA into host organism. So, just now I said that number of desired DNA fragments are found. Desired DNA fragments linked to the vector is nothing but ligation. Then results rDNA is formed. I told already, for linking PBR322 is used. For plants, Agrobacterium tumefaciens is used. Then for animals, retrovirus is used. Vectors. So Agrobacterium tumefaciens is a natural genetic engineer. Sometimes also called which of the following is a natural genetic engineer? Agrobacterium tumefaciens. So the vector which is used for ligation here, PBR322, Agrobacterium tumefaciens TA plasmid, retrovirus also used. Then form recombinant DNA. So here desired gene or desired DNA plus vector nothing but vehicle DNA, then combines, then form rDNA, recombinant DNA also called cDNA. cDNA means chimeric DNA, also called hybrid DNA. Then recombinant DNA need to be introduction in the host organism. This is a host, Escherichia coli. So generally this is a plasmid, recombinant DNA plasmid. So this recombinant DNA plasmid or recombinant DNA need to be transferred into the host organism by several methods. That methods I told last time I told. Generally host organism not ready to accept the recombinant DNA. Kaiku DNA is a hydrophilic in nature. So that's why. So some treatments had been done or the host become competent. Competent means increase the efficiency to accept the recombinant DNA. So for that there is some methods. Chemical method means the host organism treated with a divalent cation or calcium chloride treatment. The host organism treated with the divalent cation, nothing but calcium. Then rDNA and host organism incubated in the ice. Then third step, heat up to 42 degrees centigrade, that is called heat shock. Next fourth, again put them in ice. Then efficiency increasing to accept the rDNA. One step. Physical method, micro injection. Micro injection means then directly rDNA directly transfer into nucleus of an organism, that is called micro injection. Most common in animal. Nowadays it is used in plants also. Micro pipettes, micro syringes, micro needles are used in micro pipettes, micro needles, micro syringes are used in micro injection. Biolistic method or gene gun method. So means cells are bombarded with the high velocity particles such as tungsten and gold. Cells are bombarded with the high velocity particles such as gold or tungsten. then it can transfer into host cell. Disarmed retrovirus vector, that is one method to transfer the RNA into host organism. That's okay. Now RDNA transfer into host organism, this is okay. Then how to it is a, this is a transformation here, this is a transformant. So transfer, how to detect the transformants? So detection of the transformants or identify the transformants based on selectable marker. Selectable markers. I told already that also. Selectable marker means a recombinant DNA desired gene inserted in tetracycline. So tetracycline resistant is lost. However, another antibiotic resistant gene, ampicillin resistant, still present in recombinant DNA. So these are recombinant DNA having antibiotic resistance capacity for ampicillin. So these are transformants, these bacteria having antibiotic resistance capacity for ampicillin. So when these are transformant, bacteria, when transfer into one culture plate, this is nothing but ampicillin culture plate. So the bacteria here, the bacteria which are transformants, those only growing. So the bacteria which having transformants, which having recombinant DNA, those only growing in ampicillin plate. Remaining normal Escherichia coli or non-transformants are going to die. Kaikudai here, normal Escherichia coli, they didn't having antibiotic resistance capacity for ampicillin and tetracycline. So the Escherichia coli, which one having recombinant DNA? The Escherichia coli, the host which one having recombinant DNA or antibiotic resistance capacity, those only growing. So these recombinant DNA are transformants resistant to the ampicillin plate. That's why they are growing in ampicillin plate only. So based on selectable marker, they identify the transformants here. Then next step, we are going to discuss about obtaining the foreign gene product.